we're back. Breaking it down. Probably the toughest fight to pick all night. Josh, Officer Byers, I know what you're thinking. No, you're not that guy. Yes, you do wear sunglasses
You're not
inside.
that guy. You're not that guy, pal.
I wear
Trust me.
my sunglasses
No,
night so I can pick these fights, yeah. Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno. This was the fight of the year last year. It happened days before my birthday in December. It happened on 12/12 at the end of 2020. 12/12/2020, fight of the year. Deiveson Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno.
Unforgettable.
They're running it back because obviously if you saw that fight, hands down, was fight of the year. They were going bomb after bomb after bomb. Both men. And yes, Brandon Moreno does look like a giant baby in that ring. Deiveson Figueiredo looks like a seasoned absolute killer commando in the ring. Like he looks like somebody who would kill you in the jungle of Bolivia. Just
Yeah. Did you see their face-off today? Their
Deiveson
pre
Figueiredo looks
face-off.
like he could be somebody from the movie. From the movie Predator. Have you ever seen Predator? You're you're young, so I don't know if you've
seen Predator. Yeah.
Have you? Not How to Catch a Predator, Josh. Which you
I know
look like
Predator.
you should
Yeah.
be on right now.
Whoa!
The little like premature stash.
It's
the
a good
glasses
stash.
hiding your eyes.
You look like fucking Wolverine over there.
Did you bring
man.
beers and condoms tonight too? Like you look like To Catch a Predator. Is this too much? Is that too much?
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
Anyway.
You know, did you watch the fucking face-off today? Did you see the face-off?
Today. I was busy rehashing my Marvin Vittori Israel Adesanya trash talking event. So
they had a little
I did not see the face-off.
A bit of a press conference today, and I didn't get to watch the full thing either because it was supposed to start at 6. It started at like 6:45. I'm gonna go back and watch that.
I'm gonna watch it as soon as we're done here.
But I saw the face-off and I'll stop calling Deiveson Figueiredo.
Yeah.
Pushed Brandon Moreno, shoved him.
No.
He shoved his ass. He said, next time I see this guy, and it seemed like, okay, it's such a, Deiveson Figueiredo doesn't speak great English. No. It's well noted he doesn't. He wants to be a very famous champion. He wants to be a great champion of the UFC. He already kind of is. But his manager, Waleed Ismail, annoys the fuck out of me, and I just don't like that guy.
Why?
He's just so annoying. He's always telling... They'll do Instagram videos, and he's like, Brandon Moreno's nickname is the baby face. What's it?
The Assassin Baby.
The Assassin Baby.
Yeah.
He
Different than the Boss Baby.
So he says, you're not the Assassin Baby, you're the Cry Baby. His manager every time. And so,
you're the Cry Baby.
But there's some things that lead up into that first fight. Deiveson Figueiredo went to the hospital the night before. I'm pretty sure that's true. You know, it may can't be proven or may not be proven, but Deiveson Figueiredo went to the hospital the night before and then came and gave us one of the fights of the year. Brandon Moreno gave us one of the fights of the year also because he absolutely brought it. And I do
Congrats to the young man too, because
and so that's why Waleed Ismail, his manager, is making this bad blood. Because I think it's a lot of respect between Deiveson. It's just you don't know Deiveson. He doesn't really.
It's hard
speak.
to. Well,
like I can't fully get a. Yeah, I can't get a grasp on him fully.
Yeah, this is one of the barriers that foreign fighters do have if they don't speak very good English. Is the American crowd doesn't really get to see behind the scenes unless there's subtitles. Unless there's a lot of like. It's just hard because you have guys who can be massive champions, but when you can't connect to the language barrier does hold a lot more issue than I think a lot of people think. Just from the advertisement standpoint, just from the marketing standpoint.
I feel like I could connect to him. I could connect to him, but it's like
it's harder because you can't like.
No, it's his fucking manager. It's Waleed Ismail. It's just like.
I just mean the language part itself does hold. Not an issue, not that people have an issue with it. It's just one of those barriers that happens if you don't speak very good English for the American crowd, which, let's be honest,
I don't care if he speaks English or not. It's just like the way that Waleed Ismail tries to portray him. He's like, he's also Paulo Costa's manager. So if that tells you anything,
we should talk about that because
if that tells you anything,
right now, he went from one of my favorite fighters to right now one of my, I think one of my most annoying and hated fighters.
I don't know. It's just Waleed Ismail is one of those translators that does not use your exact words.
Yeah,
He's going to try to exaggerate
either
and
clean
make it
up or
hyped up. So
or do something like that.
That's exactly what it is. And so he's trying to teach Deiveson the ways, and I think he's giving Deiveson the right track to be a great champion.
Let me ask you this, though.
He's already a great champion. He already is a great champion.
Do you think Khabib would be as great of a champion marketably if he didn't speak English? If I never heard the words, I will smish. I don't think I'd like him as much. If I'm just being honest.
He probably would be. He probably would be. It's domination. It's the way you do it, and yeah, I feel like it wouldn't change much. But it's really just his manager. I really don't care about the language barrier as much. Like you can have a fucking translator.
I didn't mean to say that you were the one you cared about. I was just talking marketability to the American
that
public
makes sense.
in general.
You can have a translator, and I will listen to the translator and see what you said, because a lot of the translators will say what you said as much as they can. It's pretty fucking hard. I'm sure it is. But this guy, Wally Ismail,
just bad blood under your skin.
I can't deal with this guy, man. I mean, he's the human trash. That's what Paulo Costa said.
Yes,
he's feeding these guys, and he's doing the right thing, I think, maybe in some ways, of building up his fighters. I think Deiveson Figueiredo is a great fighter, but he just made this bad blood, and the push tonight. Bottom line, the push tonight, it seemed very forced. It did not seem genuine. Real. It seemed forced, and you know what I mean.
Some acting lessons.
Maybe.
Did you think that Brandon was acting as well, or strictly Deiveson?
Brandon was not acting whatsoever. Brandon was like, "You're gonna push me, bro? Okay, push me. Like we're literally fighting tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We are fighting.
We've talked about that. I hate when guys try to be like, "Let's fight right now." It's like, dude, you're literally getting paid to fight tomorrow. Like, shut up.
And you watch Embedded like every week of a pay-per-view. UFC does Embedded, and they talk about the fights. And all I've seen on Embedded is Wally Ismail talking, not necessarily Deiveson Figueiredo, because he's training, he's cutting weight, he's doing all these things.
He's busy.
But he's the guy who's going to tell you what's on his mind. He is very close to him. So the push tonight, but what Deiveson Daiko said was, when I see Brandon Moreno, we're gonna fight. If there's not security there, like we're gonna fight. And that kind of seemed forced, right? Like he's like, you're saying this to be forced.
He hasn't done anything that's led
he's
up
a great
to this
fighter
beforehand. Like Figueiredo hasn't gone out of his way to like be a punk before this. So clearly there is that.
Well, Figueiredo thought he was lying about going to the hospital the night before. Therefore, that's why he had the bad performance. He's saying he lied about that. I don't think he lied about that.
Moreno lied.
Moreno thinks that Deiveson lied about going to the hospital.
You said okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Figueiredo went to the hospital the night before their title fight. He already ran through Royval. He was running through people. Or Perez, I mean.
No,
Alex
he ran
Perez.
through Royval as well.
Moreno did.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Figueiredo ran through Perez. He ran through a couple other guys. Flyweight, great champion. But that night he went to the hospital. I believe that he had some stomach issues, came and gave us the fight of the year. Moreno basically went on air, went on record, and said, I don't believe he went to the hospital. Mm-hmm. That's where the beef comes in. That's where the legitimate beef I could see coming in. But I think that they're making it more, more I think they do have respect for each other. So
jizz to the sauce or something.
Yeah, and it's the push seemed kind of forced tonight, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I do think, and what I've been on all week, Deiveson Figueiredo is the better fighter. I think he is going to finish Brandon Moreno this time, and I really love Brandon Moreno. He's a fantastic 125er. I don't know what to expect from this fight at all, but I have not really always been on the Deiveson Figueiredo train. Yeah, I just wear sunglasses and I talk, but I do think he's a great champion. I think he has the potential to be a great champion. Demetrius Johnson is my personal GOAT. I don't want anyone to even come close to his record at 125, but I do think Deiveson Figueiredo offers a lot. And solely based off the first fight, I think he could make the proper adjustments, and he could finish Brandon Moreno. I don't think Brandon Moreno could make the proper adjustments, and I don't think Brandon Moreno could finish Deiveson. So that's why I'm going Deiveson. Bottom, not because he's the champion, but solely based off of their first fight, I see the adjustments being made on Daiko's side. So basically, what I'm saying for you, Brandon Moreno, what I'm saying for you is
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
Are you the guy, Deiveson? Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, Brandon, you're not that guy, pal. I love you, Brandon. I really do. I love you. You're not that guy.
So, this is a tricky fight. I will definitely agree with you 100% on that. And I honestly think Figueiredo is the better fighter. I think Brandon Moreno last time brought the house. And Figueiredo wasn't ready for it.
He did, yeah.
I think someone's getting knocked out this time. I don't see it going to another decision. If it did, oh God, we'd be all in for a spectacular treat. I just don't see it. I don't see it going to a decision. I think I'm also going to lean Figueiredo. I think the God of War is just better skilled. Maybe he did have an off day. Maybe he did. I don't know. Moreno, I think, was the more impressive one in that last fight because it showed his resilience. It showed his toughness. Will he be able to back that performance up? It's not necessarily just Figueiredo have to back up the performance he put on last time, because I think a lot of people, especially in Deiveson's corner, would say he underperformed. People in Moreno's corner said he overperformed. So,
right.
Or, they'll probably claim, no, that's exactly what we know. But I would say he stepped up to the challenge.
He's been knocking at the door for years.
Yes.
Brandon Moreno has, but yeah, I mean.
I think I'm going to go
Daiko.
Figueiredo as well. I think it's going to be a great match. Someone's getting knocked out. I don't know. I mean, even though I'm going Figueiredo, it's like 51-49, really, because I think Brandon is still like, hey, I felt like I put on such a good performance last time and didn't get, like, I didn't get compensated properly. I think he's still going to have that chip on his shoulder, but
you have to think about it too. It's another point.
I mean,
he fought Alex Perez.
drew.
He fought Alex Perez literally a month before he fought Moreno. It was the quickest turnaround for Figueiredo. If it didn't benefit anyone.
He didn't fight Alex.
Yeah, he fought Alex Perez.
Says the bout was canceled and he fought Brandon Royval.
That's Moreno. I'm talking about Figueiredo. Yeah. Talking about Davis. Unless I fucked up. But no, Figueiredo literally retained the belt against Alex Perez and then fought probably a month later against
it was less than a month later.
Less than a month.
It was about 20 days later.
He didn't really get to replenish his body. He didn't really get to, because 125 is a son of a bitch. You're not going to make 125. There's a lot. You're hard pressed to make 125 and do it often. Figueiredo didn't seem like that type of guy at first. He seemed like he could be good at 35. He really does seem like that type of guy. Maybe he's not that guy. Either way, he's the champion. Too many factors play into the hands of Deiveson, but seeing Brandon Moreno as a champion, Ultimate Fighter guy,
I can see him down the line.
I would love it. And he very well could beat Deiveson, Daiko, Figueiredo, but
so your final,
I don't think he does.
Your final take on just the lead up, the fact that both of these guys are warriors. They're about 7 years apart, 6 years apart.
My lead up is Wally Dismail has Paulo Costa and Deiveson Figueiredo. Wally Dismail, you annoy the fuck out of me. Paulo Costa is not your golden boy. Deiveson Figueiredo is your golden boy, and he's going to retain the title against Brandon Moreno, Iridium Sports Agency guy, who we talked to a ton of their guys. So that could be Iridium's first champion is Brandon Moreno. They don't have a UFC champion. They've never had a UFC champion, but they are on the doorstep. So I would love it. I would love it either way. It's really not a biased pick in any way because I would love to see Brandon Moreno hold that belt. But if I have to pick, then I'm going to pick Deiveson, I think. I think I'm going to pick Deiveson this time. The first fight I picked Brandon, and I felt really good about it. This time around, with the proper adjustments, I do think Deiveson wins.
The difference between this matchup and a regular rematch is that there wasn't a winner the first time. They drew. It's not like somebody's going in to even the score. This is technically the rubber match. You faced the first time, both of you were so evenly matched, you both won. Or you both lost, depending on how you looked at it. So this is the rubber match. Whoever wins this fight is the better fighter. I truly believe. I don't know. I say that depending on how the fight goes. Do you have a third? If it's close enough, or if it's like questionable, possibly. Because if these guys are going to war and stepping in the octagon, trust me, I'm going to pay to see it. I'm going to be watching this fight, regardless. How many times? You could match these guys up 10 times. Don't care. I'll watch it every time. That's why this is a little different. It's the rubber match in a 2-fight series instead of usually the rubber match when somebody's 1-1. Right now, both people are 0-0, but they've already fought, so technically they're both 0-1 against each other. If we're really, or 1-0, it's depending on how you look at it. So
we're gonna get rubbery.
It's gonna get rubbery. I think I agree with you. I think Deiveson Figueiredo right now has a goal in mind. He's on a tear. He's 33 years old. He doesn't have, the super longevity that Moreno's going to have. So he's going to be, not that Moreno doesn't want to hop up quick, but the seasoned fighter in Figueiredo, I'm going to take this one. I think I'm going Figueiredo as well. I think someone's getting knocked out.
He's not the assassin, baby. He's a crybaby. I don't agree with that, but I think it's funny when he says it.
I don't think Moreno's a crybaby at all, but sounds like Wale is stupid.
Wally Ismail.
Wale Ismail.
He did used to fight, though, so I'll give him a little bit of credit, but he's annoying as fuck.
Wale, suck a dick. Officer Byers, you have Deiveson Figueiredo. B to the motherfucking Schneeds also has Deiveson Figueiredo, but 49-51 Moreno could sneak up on him. That's a review.